Hello and welcome to True Audio Files. My name is Jim Carter. So, do you listen to music more for the lyrics of the song, or do you listen to it more for the performance or the instrumental portion of the song? And obviously, this has more to do with songs that have lyrics, because we know obviously why you listen to songs that are instrumentals with no lyrics. But I'm thinking more about pop music or rock music that are mainly lyric driven or have lyrics in them. And I think the one thing for me is I know that there are definitely a lot of people out there that the lyrics are definitely the most important thing to them. And I don't want to name any bands or artists, but I definitely feel that there are artists out there that have amazing lyrics that the music itself is really kind of and also don't seem to really have a hook to help you remember the song or hum the song or have that earworm in your head about the song. But so I guess that's what I'm trying to understand. I know there's definitely a large contingency of people who listen to the music and the lyrics just get to them and really draw them into the actual music. And the actual performance or of the instrumental portion of the song really is kind of secondary. And for me, it's very rare that lyrics really catch my attention in terms of really just blowing me away and blowing me over with that really get to me, talk to me, I should say. And it's super rare, especially nowadays, because I've just expanded my musical interests in terms of the genres I listen to and the bands and artists I'm interested to that it's really hard for me to listen to albums over and over and over again to let them grow on me, which I hear a lot from people. And that when I know I've mentioned on a couple of occasions that I thought that an album was okay, and people would respond, well, it's a grower, you got to let it grow on you. It's like, I don't have time for that anymore with all the music that I buy and listen to. So for me, music boils down to this. It's very rarely about the actual performance of the instrumental portion of the song, in terms of how intricate the playing is or how amazing they are as an artist to play the things that they're playing on the song. For me, it's more about, is it catchy? Is it something that really piques my interest in terms of getting me interested in listening to that song over and over again? Something that just really thrills me in that sense. The performance is really secondary. As a matter of fact, it might even come in third place behind lyrics for me. It's really about, does this song catch my attention when I listen to it? And then I listen to the lyrics more and see if the lyrics are something that really speak to me as well, or at least somewhat speak to me. And how the lyrics are sung, too, obviously plays a big part in it. One of the things that really I really enjoyed about at least earlier Prince stuff is he sang a lot of his stuff with a ton of emotion, and singing a song with emotion really catches me and really makes me pay attention more to the album, or the song I should say, more than how good their voice is. One prime example is, and I hate to bash artists, but Lana Del Rey, I think, she's got a good voice. She is a great songwriter, but she's got very little emotion to her voice. She just sounds like she's kind of just going through the motions when she's singing her songs, and for the most part. There are some rare exceptions, but, artists like that really don't appeal to me too much, because I want that emotion. I want the excitement or the anger or the sadness or any of that emotion coming through when I'm listening to the song, and that really catches my attention. So that's the biggest thing that really catches me, is does the song have a hook, for example? Does it have a catchy melody or things like that that really excite me and want me to continue to listen? Then are there good lyrics, and are they sung with the proper and good emotion backed behind it? Then, the kind of the trifecta would be as if it's a great performance. That they, not only is the songwriting good, but how it's performed instrumentally speaking, and how good the artist is as a musician. That's kind of third to me, because I know that there's definitely a lot of people out there, and maybe you're one of them, where the great musicianship and the amazing songwriting ability to intertwine, the scales and the chords and the chord progressions and things like that, and the timings and the weird timings and things like that. That excites a lot of people, and it's gotten me. I've gotten more interested in that over the years, but it is definitely low on my priority list of things that kind of turn me on, if you will, when listening to a song or a song or an album, whatever it might be. So I guess that's kind of where I stand. Does the song have a catchy hook, something that interests me and excites me? Do the lyrics interest me, and are they sang with the proper and really great, strong emotion that they need to be? And then is there great performance on there? That's kind of in order on how I think I listen to music and what I determine to be a good song or a good album or whatnot. So what about you? Are you more interested in the performance of the musicianship of the song and the songwriting ability, or are you more drawn in by the lyrics of the song, or are you more drawn in by the hook? And I could kind of see it both ways, because there's definitely some songs that I don't think are necessarily all that memorable when it comes to the melody or the hook or things like that, but the lyrics are really strong. So there's definitely some of those for me, but I would say a vast majority of the songs that are my favorites of all time are the ones that just have a catchy hook, a strong chorus, things on that nature. Combination of the two, and then strong lyrics, and then the strong emotion behind those lyrics. I think that's really where I stand on it. But I really want to hear your take. What is most important to you? What do you think draws you in the most when listening to music? And please leave those comments below. I'd really love to have a discussion about that on here. If you liked this video, please hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more about the stuff that I put out here, and hit that alert bell so you know when my new videos come out. They usually come out on Saturdays. I also have social media pages, which I've linked down below, and I have been trying to put more and more stuff on there recently. If you had been looking at my social media pages over the past week, you would have seen when I got these in, and when I listened to the new remix on here, and one that I forgot to put up here that I usually do and not bad at doing is the new KK Priest, which is basically KK Downing, formerly of Judas Priest, kind of putting together his first act away from Judas Priest. It's essentially one of the guy who replaced Rob Halford for a little while in Judas Priest is joining him on the album with a few other artists. So anyways, you get to see that kind of stuff on social media, and we can have discussions if you want there as well. So that's everything I've got for this week. Hope you've had a great week. I hope you have a great rest of the week here as well. So that's everything I got. Thanks a lot. Have a good one.